Hello and welcome to the flip through of my scavenger hunt for 2025. It's Yolande here, Devon Rex for Art, and this is a activity put out by Janet M. Young, and she puts it out every New Year's Eve during a streamathon, and we use the hashtag Scavenger Hunt 2025 for this year. And I've done it a few years. This book contains my 2024 and 2025, and it's in a composition book. So I'm not going to be reading out the prompts from every page because I have multiple prompts on each page, and I've used some prompts more than once. So I'll just kind of point out a few of the prompts. So basically there's 100 prompts, and if you do at least 90 of the prompts before the date, which this year was April 7th, then Janet enters you in a giveaway to win a prize, and that prize has already been given out. I did complete in time this year, and I wanted to share what I did. I did most of the prompts except for I didn't do All About You, or I think there's another one. Ink, paint spots, which I could easily add, or draw your day. So I might add those at a later date, but at this point I'm considering this pretty much done. So this is my title page. So the first prompt, I guess, is to pick your theme. For example, Janet picked the theme circus. I picked the theme cats. I have a lot of cute little cat stickers that I wanted to use, and so I was happy with that. One was design a logo, a black background, stickmen, cats, put a butt on it, your initials. I'll put some other stickmen there. So like I said, many of these pages I've used multiple prompts and more than once. So I'll just kind of say a few prompts that I think of as I look at the page. So postage, ephemera, washi tape. Here's my cat. I'll try to point out the cat I used in each one. This was pocket, tassel, hidden paper clip, food packaging, botanicals. This is neurographic art, and I had done this last year, so I decided to put it in this journal because I didn't really have a place for it. And buttons, view through a window. So I had done this other page before, which was a page of houses, and I used these cute little cat stickers that I had, and then I drew the background, the houses and the road. I drew that using some grabby acrylic markers. I really like this page. I think it's one of my favorite. And then I decided to put a window, flip out, flip in, flip out. So that's one of my favorite pages. Something cold, use a napkin, Dr. Seuss, a photo. That was my cat. That's a Devon Rex cat that I had named Abby, and that's where my channel name comes from. These stickers were from Zandra, Scraps to Beauty, from a trip that she took, I think, to Iceland, I want to say. A gel print. The background's a gel print. Something cold. This is another one of my favorite pages. It was a yearbook, and I did this with the help, I did this on a live stream with the help of chat. So I had just the pictures of the animals here, and then chat helped me come up with names, what they did, and their future job. For example, let's say Fifi Woods, head of the yearbook committee, most likely to head to New York and become an artist. So this, I had a lot of fun. And then after the stream, I went ahead and I added their clothing and the background using acrylic markers again. That was super fun. Quilt, butterflies, frame, quote, coffee. Oh, I forgot to point out the cat. So there's a cat. There's no cat here. So as long as I had a cat on within 2 pages, then I was happy with my prompt. So this one, the cat was the cat in a hat, and also my cat. So these are the cats. These were sent to me by Joanne Newman. They're from an Etsy store. I can't remember the name of the store. This was a greeting card from Anne-Laure, and it also completed my use a stencil and also a monochromatic page. I did black and white. And this stencil in the background, that's from my one of my designs from PMR Studios called Lucky Loops. This one here, this stencil background is another one of my designs called Wonky O's. And then a flip out. And then there's also color combination prompts. So this one was blue and orange. And Art Nouveau, oh, you probably can't see that. Art Nouveau, your ancestors' flag. So I just put a fleur de lis because that I'm from a French background. And this page here, this tip-in, was actually from my mom's travel memorabilia. So this is actually from France that they got on a trip. Does it say what year? I don't know what year that was. This I did on stream as well. So this was my wanted page, orange and pink. And I did image transfers using a collage soup book. And then chat helped me come up with the names for the cats. I also consider this my, what's that, lost relatives or found relatives, I think it's called. So I wrote down a found contact, lostandfoundfelines.com or 1-800-CAT-PURR. And then I finished it off by using just like a wooden grain stamp to make it look kind of like an old wanted poster. And this page has a lot. So again, I'll just name some of the prompts. Fingerprint faces, put a butt on it. Pictionary. So this was actually a screenshot from when Janet was playing a Pictionary game, and I got the answer was Matterhorn. And then we had some fun chat. Someone like, how did you get that? And I just said, I'm psychic. I read Janet's stick figure. It was fun. Butts on things. This is actually from a calendar, like a little mini desk calendar that Peggy Fitzmore sent me. This was some fib art from Raul. I'm blanking on his channel name, but he did this graffiti. He organized he helped organize the streamathon for New Year's this year, and as a thank you, he did some of our names in graffiti. This is Janet, how she wrote my name, some more fingerprint faces. Janet sent me, this is a note from Janet, and she sent me this ATC that she made. ATC was a prompt. This also had a butt on it, and she used lots of prompts for this ATC. So I tipped it in, and then I put a little stickman joke here. I've got your back. And then this is from fib art from Zandra, these little cute little rabbits. And just some fun stickers. This is some fib art from Lena, Miss Linux 2010. And I just put a fun cat sticker behind there. And this is the postage from Lena because she's from Denmark. I think that was some washi from Janet. So fibs in the box, friends in the box is what a fib is. So it's fibs. And anyone's welcome to participate in Janet's scavenger hunt. You just have to tell her when you're done. So if you want to watch the streamathon next year, keep an eye on my channel and you can check Janet's stream, and she releases the list of prompts. If you don't want to do it for the prize and you want to do it now because it looks like a fun thing, you can still go to her channel and find the list of prompts, which is just a Google Doc like so, and you can print it out and use it as prompts as well. This is use watercolor and snark. So this was a watercolor I did inspired by CK Art, which is Colleen, previously known as the Scrapchick, and she had done something that was based on a Terry Runyon watercolor. So this is kind of like inspired by someone else. And then I stuck one of my jelly print images behind there. This was use your 2 least favorite colors. I don't really have a color I don't like, but I don't tend to use orange and brown together very much. So I just did a collage of orange and brown, which included bingo card, which is one of the prompts. Again, a coffee, and there's my cat. This was Draw Dangle. So that's a dangle. Usually you'll color dangles, but I kind of liked when I did the background in blue and I popped these stickers on and made a circle. I just liked it black and white. That's a candy wrapper. So that was a Bounty bar, one of my favorite chocolate bars. And then using a window envelope. Oh, this is another joke. I thought it was pretty cute. I had to include it. Husky, Collie, Beagle, your hindsight is 2020. And then these were some jokes that I got from my local little newspaper that I thought was pretty cute. You can read those if you like. A planner page. I'm not much of a planner, so I drew my coffee cup because one of the prompts was draw your cup. So I drew a coffee cup and I wrote every day is a good day for coffee. Used a crayon, so I colored it in with the crayon, and I did crayon on the back, and one is gratitude. So I wrote, thanks Janet M. Young for the Scavenger Hunt. Thanks a latte. And this was a piece she had sent me, this lady, and the border is very Janet inspired. And that's a little cat from Joanne Newman from an Etsy store. Swatches. Crayons, again, I had cut the page and I just used crayons, some neon twistable Crayolas around the edge. And I think this little sign here and what you've been waiting for, I just thought was really cute. It went with the cat, and that was actually from an order that I received from Lovely's Crafting Lodge. So that was cute to put it there. And then peeking through, we have a dolphin, which is my favorite animal, a mermaid, and then a hybrid animal. So I did a cat dolphin or cat mermaid. So that's my hybrid animal. These are just stickers from a sticker book. Page of circles, cut circles out and reveal something below it. So this is also revealing my blue and pink page, which is a coloring book page that I did from Deborah Mueller's Mad Tea Party, I think it's called. And the page is like full size, so I just took a picture of it and I printed it out on copy paper. And then I continued the circle theme. These are those little roly pens that have stamps on them, and that was my unused supply. Something circus, so I had this popcorn bag. There's a tiger on here, so that's a cat. There's also a cat in here. This was also sent to me by Joanne Newman, and I called him P.T. Barnum Kitty. And I kind of distressed everything to make it look kind of aged. I could get that back in there. And it looked a little plain. I put some circus stickers, but I added these jelly printed stars that I just punched out just to jazz it up. This is view through a keyhole, and I just drew that and cut it out. I made the back kind of look more like wood, and then you could see through on the other side. So I continued the circus theme here, and I distressed the page just with some inks. That was a stamp. And I don't like that they use animals in circuses. I don't think they do that so much now. So I also wrote stop animal cruelty, because maybe the animals are being cruel to this guy, but what I really mean is that, you know, animals shouldn't be in circuses. And I also drew a beard on this lady. Janet drew a beard on one of her found relatives, so I drew a beard on this one, this lady. Okay, hopefully we're seeing everything. We're getting near the end. This is a mosaic page. National Day, April 4th was National Vitamin C Day. Who knew? Stuck on a cat sticker. And so this was just scrapbook paper that I had that I cut up into triangles, and I just pasted it, and then I drew just some doodles in there. This is things behind glass. I had a rubber stamp of a jar, and I put some stickers in here. So other prompts were butterfly, mushroom, and veggie stickers. So I just used some Kuretake granulating watercolor in the background. And then I just put some white Posca to make it look like it's behind the glass, stuck it on a space scrapbook paper, and I called it Jars in Space. And then I decided to, in the end, stick a little cat sticker on there, like he's daydreaming about space. And that is the end of my scavenger hunt or scabby hunt for 2025. Thanks, Janet, for hosting this. I had an absolute blast. If you have any questions about any of the pages that I did, please leave a comment below. And I hope you enjoyed this little flip through. Thanks for watching. Bye.